Okay. So these are the these are the domains where you need to sign the contract with customer, service provider, cloud vendor, outsource, and contract include security obligations to protect the data. So common data contracts, NDA, okay, it will prevent sharing of the confidential data. Then we have data processing agreement. This will define how data is handled between the parties. Then you have SLA with the security team, like it will define how uptime, incident response time, service quality, and all those things.
Yes.
Okay. Then right to audit clause. That means it will allow a company to verify the vendor's security controls. So I should have a right to audit the third-party environment to ensure that you are protected enough from any incident, or for that matter, for any you need to know your posture is enough to withstand for any attack. So that kind of audit we can do with various organizations. So as an example, a cloud provider mishandle customers' data. So if no security clearance exists, the organization cannot enforce the accountability. Okay. So we need to enforce the security clause everywhere so that they can become accountable. Okay, then we'll talk about regulatory requirements. So regulatory requirements apply to specific industries and are enforced by the regulators. Okay, so these organizations use a specific control or the standard. They must having their own controls. They are having their own standard. HIPAA, they focus on protecting EPHI. Okay, that is their concern. So wherever EPHI is there, they will protect accordingly. Then PCI DSS, they focus on credit card information. Okay. So they use their specific control, they use their specific standard for what? Protecting their information. Okay. So PCI DSS, basically your banking, e-commerce payment, protect card information, RBI security guidelines. This is for India financial sector, securing the banking operations. Okay. So each industry, each regulation, they have their own guideline, they have their own policies, procedure which can be developed and implemented in an organization for what? To protect their information. So as an example scenario, a payment gateway provider stores and card data without encryption. So the violation is PCI DSS, which can lead to loss of business license, heavy fine, and loss of customer trust. So this is the consequences if you don't encrypt or if you don't follow PCI DSS rule. Then these are the consequences you need to follow. You will be able to get. So loss of business license, they will cancel your business license. You will not be gateway provider after the breach. So they will cancel your license. So reputational damage, monetary damage, financial damage, and all those things. Heavy fine, you can once fine is there, you need to close your business. Then loss of customer trust. So this is the outcome of not following the regulatory requirement. Any questions in this so far?
One question with respect to the regulatory authorities. Who is the authority, or means like what is the meaning of that regulatory authority?
Authority is basically who's controlling the domain. Okay. So for PCI DSS, for banking, so PCI DSS is the authority, and for our India, RBI is the authority for banks.
Okay, they are regulating those authorities should do the best practices.
Yes.
Understand.
So they are the authorities where they are sending the guidelines every day, every month, every week to the bank to follow. And if something is not happening or something is breaches or something, they will put a fine, penalty, and all those things. So these are the authorities. They do the fine and all those things. So every regulation, they have their own authorities where they go check, do audits, implement fines, do legal case, criminal case, and all those things.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk about organization structure. So organization structure, basically this is your organization structure, roles and responsibility. So this will help only when the roles are clearly defined and authority is assigned and accountability is understood across the organization, which is your hierarchy, okay, which is your org chart. Okay, you must be having an org chart, but this is CEO, and this is what you have multiple reporting inside.
Right.
Okay, CFO, then CIO, CISO, CHRO, then we have CRO. So these are all basically what your roles. These are all your roles. Okay. So these roles should be defined and authority should be assigned. Okay. Like CFO, what is the authority? The authority is to ensure that they control the budget, they control the finance in and out. They should improve or they should increase the revenue. Correct. So these are the areas where CFO, Chief Financial Officers, will be assigning, and also they should be accountable. Okay, across the organization. So they should be like understanding. Okay, if I don't do my work appropriately, if I don't follow the process, what is the impact? So there will be impact in organization wide. So if I don't focus on revenue generation, so there will be a decrease in my revenue and my company will be in loss. So I'll not be able to show the profit. Investor will not invest in my company. So these are the repercussions will happen if I don't understood my accountability. Okay, and that is not to be specific to your area. It is specific to your organization. Okay. So what do you mean by accountability and responsibility? So accountability basically having an ownership of decisions and outcome. It will be held by the board and the senior leader, and they are answerable. And for responsibility, execution of task and the control. CISO, security, IT team, and the role is basically the implementation team. So this you can say as a stakeholder, or you can say top management. Top management. And this responsibility basically you can say as a team management. Team MGMT. So this is the team of CISO, security, IT team. So they should ensure that they are responsible for all implementations about related to IT security. Okay. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay. So organization structure for the security. So organization are approach different structure depending on their size, risk, level, and the industry. So as a structure, they have central security structure, decentralized, then federated and hybrid structure. So centralized security structure, basically you have concentrated into one single team, which is under CISO. Okay. So every security department will directly report to the CISO. This is just an example to understand. This will become as a security structure, and advantage is strong control and consistent policies information. And disadvantage is slow localizations for department specific need. So as an example, we have bank, financial institutions. So the advantage here they are saying it is strong because of the consistency policies implementation from one department or as a CISO department. And why it is disadvantage? Because there are various departments across the globe. So there, to pass those information, to make them understand, it will become a slow process. So this could be a disadvantage because the full control is centralized way. It is centralized structure. Full control relies on the center area. So that's why you'll not be able to get everything correctly over here. Okay. So for an example, you understood this one?
Yeah.
How things work? Yeah.
Getting it.
So for an example, we in our India, we have central government, we have state government. Correct? So why state government? So that everything should be quickly updated, quickly approved, everything. So that things should not be stopped, should not be slower. That's why every state have their own government. So here they have their own central area as a CISO, where there is a strong control in center, but in another department, it will be a weak control. Then we have decentralized security structure. That means each department or branch area will have its own security department. So it is a flexibility based on the business need, and disadvantage will be inconsistent control and high risk. That means every department will have their own risk assessment methodology. They have their own treatment plan. They have their own risk analyst and everything. So this is not a centralized area. So in that process, you have inconsistency and high risk. So you're seeing how it is like managed. If you have central strong, the security is strong, but slower implementation. But if you distribute, you'll be like flexible with the business need. But there could be an inconsistency and the risk. So this is what we need to understand.
Yes.
Okay. So as an example, you have universities, larger government bodies. So they have a decentralized structure. Then we have federated hybrid structure, which is centralized governance plus distributed implementations. That is between controls and flexibility require strong coordination, such as Amazon International Corporation. So this is basically your hybrid kind of thing, mix and match wherever you want control. Central, you have that central control wherever you want, like decentralized solution. They have a decentralized solutions across the globe. Okay. So where you are using mix of those, this is the mix of this one. Okay.
Yes, got it.
Any concern on this?
No, clear.
Okay. So key role in information security governance. So you have board of executive leadership, you have CISO security manager, you have IT and security team, and you have all employees. So this is your org chart. Okay. The responsibility will set overall direction and approve security strategy, design and lead the security program, implemented tools and control, must follow security policies and procedure incident. So this is their responsibility.
Yes.
Okay. They define board of director or stakeholder. They will define the direction. They put the strategy. CISO, they design and implement the program. IT security team, they will implement the controls, implement firewall, implement SOC, and all those things. All employees, they should follow the policies and report the incident. So the key point over here, security is not only the IT department responsibility, it's everyone's business.
Everyone, yes.
Okay, everyone should play a role in it. And then only you will have success. Success of what? Your security program. Okay. So as an example, an employee clicks on phishing email, security can fail even if the best firewall is exist.
Right.
So if employee is not participating, if employee is not following the security principle policies and not reporting the incident and not understanding the phishing email and all those things, you will not be able to prevent even if you have a best firewall installed on your organization. So it is everyone's role over here. Okay. So any questions so far before we wind up? Before we have few question and answer.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So which of the following most strong determine whether information policies are followed consistently throughout the organization?
Strong completeness, writing policies, maturity of security awareness program, organization cultures, strength of the security. First one, written policies. Okay. Culture, yeah, right. Culture and
Culture and leadership tone, the stakeholder. Okay.
Stakeholders.
Yeah. So after that only you will define the policy. When you understand the culture, you understand the tone of the organization, then you write the policy according to that policy. They need to follow that one. Okay.
Okay.
So policies and control are important, but behavior is driven by the culture and the tone at the top. So leadership will promote and model, they become a model to secure the behavior. Employees should follow. Even strong control fails in a weak security culture. So that means you have a strong control, but weak culture, security culture will fail. So that is first we need to understand the top behavior, culture, and the tone. Then only you will be able to define the policies. As I discussed, you need to know the culture and drive those culture into the security policies.
Security policies.
Okay?
Yes, right. Got it.
A senior executive states that security is slow down the business. Which governance weakness does this indicate?
Lack of risk assessment methodology, misalignment between the security and business. Security slow down business. I think B or A. Mostly B. I feel B.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Business slows down because of misalignment between security and business strategy.
We need to align the
Yes.
business visions and security visions.
Yeah. So statement shows that the security is not aligned with the business, and enterprise governance required that security should be seen as business enabler, not a blocker.
Right.
Yeah. An organization outsource data processing to a cloud vendor. A breach occur at the vendor. Which statement is most accurate from a governance perspective?
The vendor is the solely responsible for the breach. The organization remains responsible for the protecting the data. To find supply only on the vendor. B1, the organization remains responsible for protecting the data.
Yes, so they are responsible. Okay. Even the data remains accountable. Data owner becomes accountable, even third-party processing data. This is why contractual clause as vendor assignment are critical. That means we are responsible for that, correct? So we need to do a lot of contract signing and everything. Okay.
Which of the following best differentiate accountability and the responsibility? Accountability refers to approve the budget. Responsibility for the daily task execution. It cannot be daily assigned. Accountability is technical. Statistic accountability is referred to IT. Responsibility referred to first one.
First one, no?
Yeah.
So second. So what is they saying the best differentiate accountability for responsibility in information security governance is B. Accountability cannot be delegated while responsibility can be assigned. So accountability basically it's your government, like your stakeholder, they are accountable.
Stakeholder, yes.
Yeah, responsibility is the team management, or the CISO or the IT team to implement the controls. So they are saying that accountability cannot be delegated. So accountability cannot be delegated in the sense I will not push that I will not say that this is because of you happened, correct? So this is what we need to ensure that.
I cannot able to see your PPT.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Now able to see?
Yes.
Okay.
And I choose the first one because it's approve the budget, because I remember accountability is doing the owners. Those are the board members and all those things. And responsibility is something that executions things.
Yeah. So accountability refers to the approval of budget. Responsibility refers to daily data escalation. So No, this approval of budget is like, it is not kind of accountability. Correct. I
Okay.
will approve the budget. This is just signing me. But where is the accountability in this? So the accountability is cannot be delegated. Okay, where responsibility can be assigned. So accountability is the ownership of the outcome held by the leadership and cannot be delegated. Responsibility basically you're doing the work. Can be assigned to team like CISO, IT, or security operations. Sounds good now? Accountability basically your ownership. So I cannot pass the ownership. So like today I am a owner of the company. So I will not give the ownership to you. Shall I can give. I cannot give the ownership to you because it belongs to me.
Yes.
So I am accountable for that. So I am the owner. Okay. So I will be held responsible as a leader. And I cannot delegate those things to you. If I'm not able to give my company to you, similarly, I cannot tell that I am not accountable, you are accountable. So I am accountable of my company. Whereas responsibility will be given to various people. You can do. Okay, today, okay, you start monitoring the threat intelligence and all those things. You see the traffic, you see incoming IOCs and all those things. Correct. So you're trying to give your responsibility to your team member, your team leader, and all those things. So this is what the responsibility is doing the work. Accountability is taking the ownership.
Yeah.
So which organization structure is most vulnerable to inconsistent security control implementing across the team, across department?
Centralized security management into the CISO, federated model, centralized government, the local executions, decentralized security source. Decentralized one, it's most most valuable. Okay. Federal models with the
No, no,
centralized
most vulnerable.
vulnerable. Sorry. The third one, decentralized security. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the vulnerable area.
Hmm.
So it's a decentralized where you are where business unit manage their own control. So in this structure, every department will make their own security rules or decisions. So this will be a variation in each process or each decision, which will be inconsistent between the enforcement and will bring higher risk.
Right.
So central and federated models maintain consistent governance. So if you have centralized and federated, this will help somewhat strength to having a consistent governance. Okay, so that's all for today's sessions. Any questions?
No, I'm clear about it till today. Yeah. I need to go once again that recording